Welcome back everyone, it's Monday and we're here with another recipe. This week we're tackling the fabled mushroom and white truffle soup. Now this soup technique can be used for any vegetable you desire. Turnip, parsnip, pumpkin. We're talking about the sweating and roasting of vegetables, the addition of flavour and love, and that all important hit of black pepper. Let's get it. Now when I'm making a soup, most of the time you're looking at a base of onion and garlic. Now onion and garlic gives you that welcome allium hit, that sweetness, that sort of roasted warmth you get with all good comfort food. I've cut this onion in half, it's got some green bits in it. You can just ply those out with a knife, because if you're prone to indigestion, they can make your tummy a little bit ill. Now I love the flavour of roasted mushroom, and I'm here to tell you today that soups do not have to be this long, laborious job. We're talking about quick cooking, roasting vegetables, intensifying the flavors, giving it a good blend, and then serving it straight up. So we slice our onion. And when you get to this last little bit of the onion that's a little bit wobbly, right, you just put the flat of it down to the board and then work your way up that curve. Turn around on each side and you ended up with just the root. Clove of garlic, peeled and sliced. Now when I cook, vegetable oil, sunflower oil, nondescript oil enter here in first, and then a knob of butter. Now why do I use both butter and oil when I cook? Because butter has the flavour that I want, that richness, that welcome comfort feeling. But the oil helps the butter reach a higher temperature, so I can roast and caramelise the vegetables without taking the butter too far. So with the fat in the pan, onion and garlic goes in. Good hit of salt and pepper, and then we stir. The mushrooms I've gone for today are chestnut mushrooms, but you can use any mushrooms you've got hanging around. Chestnut, portobello, Paris brown, button, wild mushrooms if you have them. You want to keep them quite chunky. I basically want to roast this mushroom and not let too much of the moisture leave the thing, because that's going to cool my pan down and end up sweating the mushroom opposed to roasting it. So you want to keep these quite chunky. Now because mushrooms are generally a wild product, they're grown in dirt, do make sure they're properly cleaned before you start to use them. My onions have started to caramelise slightly. I'm going to go mushrooms in. I've got some wild mushrooms here. These are oyster mushrooms. I'm just going to take them. They're very young, they're very soft, very delicate. They've got a beautiful light flavour of mushroom. I'm just going to rip them up, and they tear really nicely into these like long, elegant feathers of mushroom, let's say. Last minute, I'm just going to season these with some lemon juice and a little bit of salt, good amount of olive oil, dressed, and then that's going to go on top of the soup. It brings a welcome texture, earthy hit of raw mushroom to accompany the roasted deep flavour of those chestnuts. And I've got some chopped chives here from the balcony. Just going to run my knife through these and get them to one side. Our mushrooms are deep, dark, golden brown. We're going to hit it with a touch of Prosecco, but this could be wine, this could be any old thing you've got open in the fridge. Is that Prosecco? Champagne with a fork in it that everyone keeps in the fridge, or an old bottle of Sauvignon Blanc that you've got in the back. Any white wine will do here. Get a good glug of that in, turn it up and deglaze that pan. Now at this stage it will go slightly thick. You want it to fully reduce and that smell of alcohol to be eradicated completely. So this is all about stages of cooking. Sweating the onion, roasting the mushroom, properly reducing the white wine. Now because we're using milk and water, they haven't really got much flavour of mushroom in them. So what we do is we bolster that mushroom flavour with a good hit of dry mushroom. That's going to add that welcome umami wallop that you get with a good dried mushroom. And then we'll add the next stage, which is milk and water. This is going to be the liquid of our soup. They just go straight in. So now our liquid's in, this is the flavour coming together, combining the mushrooms flavour in the milk bringing richness to a stunning flavoured soup. We've been simmering now for 10 to 15 minutes. Our mushrooms are beautiful and tender. The dry mushrooms have given their flavour to the stock. We're going to bang all of this into a blender. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say you can make the same soup with a hand blender. Unless you've got a humongous high-powered hand blender, this soup takes a high-powered blender. If you want a quality, silky smooth soup, you need a high-powered blender. That could be a Vitamix, a KitchenAid, a Kenwood, your Ninjas, things like that, you know what I mean? They can go high, but can they go high enough? Needless to say, do not do this in an enclosed blender, i.e. a NutriBullet, because the heat will release steam and the thing will blow up. Just gonna get this blended for about a minute until it's proper smooth. Now this is proper stunning, silky smooth with the flavor of roasted mushroom. Our fabled, stunning, good quality white truffle oil, good hit of that. Black pepper, good hit of lemon. And just to help round off that seasoning, a tiny hit of salt. Quick taste. Good soup. Straight into your bowl. And you can see how smooth that soup is. Because we've used that high power blender, it's taken away all the texture and turned it into this smooth, luxurious soup. We hit our raw mushrooms with lemon juice, salt, and a good amount of olive oil. Black pepper over the top of the soup, our stunning fresh chopped chives, and then we dress and place this mushroom over the top. And you've got the contrast of the white mushroom against the beautiful autumnal brown of the soup. Extra drizzle of oil on top, and we're done. That's my stunning mushroom soup, deglazed with Prosecco. We've got the dry mushrooms in there, good hit of lemon juice, and a stunning flavor from that beautiful white truffle oil. How about you?